Conor McGregor pulled a great troll move, but let's take a look at it, and let's take a look at why. And by the way, I should tell you, I'll give you my conclusion up front. I like it. Look, here's what happened. Sunday, Conor McGregor puts out a tweet, and the tweet is allegedly of a screenshot of a page on UFC Fight Pass that is announcing McGregor versus Chandler, December 16th, T-Mobile Arena, and then it's got a countdown. How many months, weeks, days, hours, and minutes until the fight? You've seen things like this before. Now, it does a couple of things, okay? This is a troll move that can be dispelled instantly. Somebody could see that, send one text white message to Dana White, come out and dispel it. Send one text message to Conor McGregor. Send one text message to Conor's management team, who likely doesn't even know that he posted it, right? I mean, you could dispel this very quickly. Well, let's say you did. So what? Conor didn't say it. Conor shared a screenshot. He's claiming that somebody else said it. He actually didn't say a single word. He didn't put a caption. He didn't put a thumbs up. He didn't put I told you so. He didn't put Conor McGregor TKO's USADA, which would really have to happen for this to go down. He just shared a screenshot. Now, if that screenshot exists, how and why does it exist? Was this human error? We saw that with Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane when that got released and announced prior to the press conference. So is that possible? Sure. Sure, it's possible. If you were to go out and make your own, use digital art, have a designer, graphic designer, and go make your own picture claiming that it was Fight Pass. Fight Pass is the interesting part. I don't know of a time that they've ever announced a fight. In fact, I'm quite confident in telling you they have never announced a fight. So, if you were to use a graphic designer, you would think that they would make a poster. We've seen that one done many times. Or you would think that they would make a fake Sports Center clip with Stephen A. in the background, right? Like, there's a number of things you could do. Why would you possibly choose Fight Pass who's never announced a fight? Does that mean anything, right? Is that even a clue in a direction that we should be looking at? I think that it's very relevant. I have seen this move done before. And when it's done, it's because the athlete is making a Hail Mary pass to get the fight. The theory behind it is if I go out and I make an announcement and I can make enough people believe that it's true, then it spreads and you now have how many dollars in effectiveness in marketing? Why would you possibly unwind that? Why would you possibly go to your consumer and tell them that they have been duped? You instead would do whatever you could behind the scenes to go out and make it true. A very wise man once said, if you tell a lie that's big enough and you tell it often enough, it will become a truth. He's right. Fighters have come out with a lie that they did the right way, and then on the back end, everybody scrambled to make sure that it came through. So what I'm suggesting for you is if this was Conor just having fun, fine. We have nothing to see here. We can all pack up and go home. But if he wasn't, if he was doing a Hail Mary pass because he wants the fight that bad, I would give him a tremendous amount of credit. I think that you guys would too, whether he got the fight or not. The fact that he's sincere, the fact that he's fighting for a fight, the fact that he's behaving like the other folks on the roster who are competing for positions, I think would be a pretty cool thing. I think it's something that you'd appreciate, that you say, wow, I thought Conor was above this. I thought Conor excluded himself from the fighters and put himself into a different category. I think it's something that you'd appreciate, and I think that would also show a sincerity. And by the way, who's gonna try to rig the deck when your reward is you get stuck in there with Michael Chandler for up to 25 minutes, right? I mean, like, that's not going to be a fun thing to do. And I will tell you, you want to know what was missing? You want to know what's been missing this whole time? Like, so many people think that it's USADA. That's the missing piece. As soon as he gets back in the pool, and as soon as we run out these 180 days, like, I don't agree with you. I don't disagree with you. That's a part. But do you want to know what's been missing from Jump Street? And it was even missing from this announcement. It's missing because nobody knows. And it's a really weird thing that nobody knows. What weight class are they fighting at? Like, there's never been a fight announcement where they don't say, even the Jon Jones and Surreal Gone, heavyweight, and then you get the rest of the information. Or sometimes you'll get the date in huge letters. Heavyweight. It's for sure going to be there. Even in the fake fight announcement, nobody could say if this is 155 pounds or 170 pounds. I'm just sharing for you. That's weird. And I share that for you because I'm tying and tooting my own horn. The day that this fight was announced, we never had a weight class. So then we had media that went to get it, but the media didn't let the guys know that I'm going to all of the guys, so they went to Connor, Chandler, and Dane, and they got 3 different answers. And I brought this to you. I remember where I was. I was in LA driving to Fedor's retirement party, his retirement fight against Ryan Bader. I was in the car and I was making a video. That was the day it got announced. And I told you guys back then, I said, guys, this is anything but a fight announcement. We've never had an announcement where we don't know a weight class. That's just simply never happened. And I tell you that because I predicted way back then, man, something going on here was not sincere. Something, you don't do a fight deal and you also don't have a bout agreement signed that doesn't have a weight class. That is not how it works. No commission would accept that. And this was the day that I told you, man, something is off here. This doesn't feel like people in the know believe this fight's going to happen. And even with Conor's fake announcement, I do appreciate the sincerity. I do think that he wants to fight Michael Chandler. And if he's clawing and scratching, particularly for the December date, the only thing McGregor's ever sold, the only thing McGregor's come out and told you he has that he doesn't actually have is power. And he has never made a mistake of having his face pushed in it like the puppy that missed the paper. Never. And he is doing that now. He's taking a risk, but I admire it. I don't put him down for it. I like it. I like that Conor's becoming one of the boys. I like that Conor's going back to what he had to do to get this in the first place, which is scratch and claw and realize it's a business. He knows full well that Volkanovski wants that date. He knows full well that Covington and Leon have that date, at least in principle. So he knows for himself to get it, he, as a non-title match, is going to have to knock 2 champions off the bill. I'm just sharing with you, that's a competition that not very many people have the balls to play. And if Conor is, in fact, playing it, I would admire that a lot. I would love that, in fact. But as far as us having a fight or not having a fight based on USADA, the pool, and the 180 days, guys, I got to back you up because I called this from Jump Street. They don't have a weight class yet. You do not have a fight until you have a weight. It doesn't matter if you have an on sale. It doesn't matter if you have a venue. It doesn't matter if you have tickets. It doesn't matter if you have the unified rules. If you don't have a weight, you don't have a fight. And as of right now, they don't even have an agreement on the weight.